about the Banking Regulation Amendment Bill. Now, why Banking Regulation Amendment Bill has come into notice? First of all, we need to understand that this bill brings cooperative banks under RBI. Now, why it was important? First of all, there are nearly 8.6 lakh account holders having accounts under cooperative banks with an amount of nearly 5 lakh crores being invested. Recently, there was a crisis of Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank, and because of that, this issue further got a boost to come into limelight. And there have been nearly 1,000 frauds that have been reported over the last 5 years with an amount of nearly 220 crores. So there has been a lot of upheavals under the cooperative banking system, and considering the account holders, the number of account holders, it was important to bring the cooperative banks under the RBI. Now, cooperative banks as of now are under a dual control of the registrar of the cooperative societies as well as the RBI. So right now they are under the registrar of the cooperative societies plus the RBI. Now, the role of the registrar includes incorporation of a cooperative bank, registration, management, auditing. All those are taken care by the registrar of the cooperative societies. RBI is responsible for maintaining the cash reserves, the capital adequacy ratio. So those are the functions of the RBI. This is the present scenario. Now, because of this scenario, what happened was there was a need to bring and amendment to the existing banking regulation of 1949, and that was to bring cooperative banks under RBI. Now, this would bring in better governance and a kind of smoother banking regulations that could be seen, and also this would bring amalgamation of banks without placing it under the moratorium. Now, central banks would be able to develop a scheme where they ensure that the maximum interest of the public is taken into account. Also, the account holders are kept safe and their money is kept safe. And cooperative banks, interestingly, will also have the right to raise money via public issues or private placements of equity that could take place now. It was not possible till date. So those are the major things that would change. Now, what would not change is equally important. So these changes would not affect the powers of the state registrars of the cooperative society under the state laws, and it will not apply to the primary agricultural credit societies. So primary agricultural credit societies would not come under this ambit. So that is one of the major exceptions that we need to know. So that was the key highlights that we have focused about the banking amendment bill that has been come up. And as we said, the sole idea was to bring cooperatives under RBI, and this would bring in better banking, sound banking systems, and better banking regulations. The primary agricultural credit societies would be kept out of this amendment. So, keeping this in mind, we would be coming up with many more interesting lectures in the upcoming classes. So, stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.